Division 1.
A new season, a new league and a new home. The summer of 2015 saw changes aplenty for Coventry United Football Club as they prepared for their first season in Midland League Division 1. Firstly, due to league regulations, United had to leave their home of the past 2 years, the Cage. But thankfully, the Red and Green Army were able to agree a new ground share agreement with Coventry Sphinx, allowing United to play their games right here at Sphinx Drive. There were also changes on the pitch as heroes of previous campaigns departed and future stars arrived. The first game of the Midland League Division 1 campaign saw the Reds travel to Littleton. Josh O'Grady scored the first goal of the 2015-16 season, with Josh Blake adding the second in a 2-0 victory at 5 Acres. Next up was a trip to Hinckley, another 3 points and another clean sheet. 4-0 the scoreline this time, Josh O'Grady once again proving his goal-scoring credentials with a double. Josh Blake scored for the second game in succession, and central midfielder Jean Dacoury added the final goal from the penalty spot. There were 2 more departures after Game 2, as Rob Prinzel and Nkosi Muzingwana headed for the exit. The first home game at Sphinx Drive was a tight affair. Lichfield City were the opponents, a team who would challenge at the top of the table alongside United. A tough defence was hard to break down, but United marked their arrival at their new home with a 2-1 triumph. Josh O'Grady, by now a regular on the score sheet, grabbed a late winner. 3 days later, it was a more comfortable evening as United wrapped up a 3-0 win at home to Pilkington. Despite a promising start, the Pilks couldn't find the net, and it was the Reds who took the spoils with Blake, Briscoe and skipper Chris Cox, ensuring a perfect goal-to-points ratio. A 5-1 thrashing of Bowhall followed at Reen Road, another double for O'Grady, who by now was far and away the top scorer for United. His eye for goal was apparent in a 6-1 triumph against Atherstone Town, 2 goals and 2 assists, while Josh Blake also scored twice, and winger Connell Farrell lent a hand in 3 goals. A dogged display at home to Pershore Town proved to be United's closest game yet. After 2 years of comfortable wins and emphatic scorelines, Division 1 offered a bigger challenge. A frustrating afternoon at Sphinx Drive, but another 3 points on the board thanks to a solo strike from Gift Musa 12 minutes from time. The final game of August reunited 2 old rivals. Leicester Road and Coventry United fought tooth and nail for supremacy in Division 2 last year, with United securing top spot on the last day. Both were now where they wanted to be, and both were in no mood to live and let live. For the first time this season, United conceded first. Gregory Downs opened the scoring just after the half-hour mark, and it could have been worse when the home side were awarded a penalty. Thankfully for United, James Hicks saw his spot kick saved by Rich Morris, a save which would prove to be crucial later in the game. With just 5 minutes to go, Charlie Cook equalised for United, and the travelling support was sent into pandemonium when Connell Farrell's stoppage time winner sealed a dramatic victory for Edwin's boys, the perfect way to end a hugely successful month. 8 wins out of 8 gave United the perfect start to the 2015-16 campaign. A maximum 24 points meant the Red and Green Army led the way as August came to a close. A 5-point gap to Neath and Griff, with Littleton close behind. After a fantastic opening month, September would prove to be a learning curve for Edwin and the boys. Back-to-back defeats gave United a hint as to what they could expect heading into the new league. But 3 wins kept United 5 points clear of the Neath and Griff at the top of the table. First up, an FA Vase qualifier at Hanley Town. Extra time was needed as midfielder Gaz Tweet cancelled out a Jean Dacoury penalty. United went through thanks to an extra time double from Mr. Reliable Josh O'Grady. The first taste of defeat was a bitter one. The bizarrely quick reverse fixture with Leicester Road yielded a 3-0 defeat for Edwin and the boys. Tom McGlinchey opened the scoring 5 minutes in before second half strikes from James Hicks and man of the match Jake Holt sealed sweet success for the Knitters. Another defeat followed on Tuesday night as a Jordan Nadat double helped Hinckley to a 4-0 win in the Polymac Packaging League Cup. But United returned to winning ways 4 days later with a 4-2 win at Atherstone. Ross Briscoe took home the match ball after scoring his first hat-trick of the season, and Muzzy Nduna came off the bench to add a fourth at Sheepy Road. A trip to Heather St John's saw another 4 goals go into the opposite net. There was also another hat-trick, this time for top scorer Josh O'Grady. Despite the slip-up at home to Leicester Road, United retained their advantage in first place. The gap remained at 5 points over Griff. Just 3 matches in October, and 2 of them were in the FA Vars. Goals became more of a steady stream rather than a rushing torrent that we've seen in recent years, but still a strong month for Coventry United, as they progress into the first round of the FA Vars for the first time. A Josh O'Grady double helped United to a 2-1 win over Cadbury Athletic. Stuart Butcher's late strike couldn't prevent the home side tasting the sweet taste of victory. Oh, and a shed load of chocolate. The final match of October was another cup tie. Progression into the second round of the FA Vars was confirmed with a 2-0 triumph over Boldmere St Michael's. The Mikes may ply their trade in the Midland Premier Division, but the boys in red cared not for status. Josh O'Grady took advantage of some lax defending to race towards goal and curl one past Sean Butler, and United made sure of the win 21 minutes from the final whistle as O'Grady turned provider, setting up Errol Douglas. Limited game time cost United top spot, with Nuneaton Griff taking a 1-point advantage over their local rivals.
Wanted to make a joke there, but no, Josh has had a brilliant season. I mean, you saw there was a lot of fear when he was injured. Sort of couldn't play a few games. Luckily, it came at a time where a lot of our games were being postponed, so we sort of got the most out of that. But he really makes a difference. There's a couple of games where he started on the bench this season. I can't remember who it was. We were playing at home. We'd gone 1-0 down. He'd started on the bench. He'd come on with about 20 minutes left, and he scores a goal and sets one up for us to win 2-1. You know, he has such a big impact in terms of scoring goals, winning penalties, winning free kicks. Defenders can't handle him at times, and we've seen that with so many defenders that it comes to the 80th minute of a game and they're tired, and Josh's tricks, Josh's turn of pace will confuse a lot of defenders, and he does win a lot of fouls sometimes. And you know, they can be the difference. We've had the penalty against Griff, for example, when we win 3-2, which made all the difference. So yeah, he's a massive influence, and I'd love to see him stay for next season.
And of course, Josh O'Grady had an amazing season as well, scoring over 30 goals. How important was he during United's quest for promotion?
Josh is class, very, very good at this level. Good friend of mine. We lost him for about 6 weeks, and I think that's where we hit our little bit of a downfall. So he was super important. He scores crucial goals at crucial times. You give him the ball and he can do something in the last minute that you just don't expect him to do, like the Griff game. He wins a penalty 94th minute. Do you know what I mean? He's very, very good for this level, and Josh was a big part of this season.
November saw the announcement of a brand new partnership between Coventry United Football Club and local community radio station Hills FM. This would lead to the introduction of a brand new show, Hills FM Match Day, bringing live exclusive commentary from all Coventry United matches from January onwards. Of course, the fans, Hills and Coventry United were all ecstatic with the news, but the excitement wasn't just contained to off-the-field matters. Let's go into the action from November. November began with a comfortable win over Southam. 3 goals inside the first 20 minutes was enough to ensure a smooth ride to 3 more points. A late showing was needed at home to Stafford. With United a goal down heading into the final 20 minutes of the game, Josh O'Grady came to the rescue and equalised for the Red and Greens. The comeback was completed 4 minutes from time by Gift Musa. A third straight home game followed, and it was a game to have a large significance on the outcome of the Division 1 table. Bromsgrove Sporting were proved to be United's biggest promotion rivals during the latter half of the season, and this hard-fought victory showed Edwin Greaves just what he was dealing with. Sporting took the lead through Rhys Hewitt, but striker Matt Brown equalised for the home side just before the interval. Unduna and O'Grady both scored late on, before a stoppage-time strike from Kyle Turner ensured a nervy finish at Sphinx Drive. Disappointment was to follow in the FA Vase. A missed penalty and a late comeback saw United dumped out of the competition by a jubilant Utoxeter. A number of slip-ups for Nuneaton saw United retake first position with a considerable margin. Lichfield and Bromsgrove are also looking like credible title contenders.
Edwin brought me into the club along with assistant manager Sham at the time. He didn't know me, didn't know anything about me. I'd only got my FA Level 1 qualification, so he trusted me to come into the club, let me run some training sessions, get some experience for my Level 2, and I've been here since, and he's always sort of stood by me. I've obviously not had the biggest influence in the team when you got the likes of Terry, Mark, Patrick Sufo, and Sham at the time, but he sort of lets me learn from them and take that to my under 15 team, and he lets me sort of, he'd always trust me.
What sort of impact did Edwin's departure have on the players and the coaches at Coventry United? Because it must have been quite the shock.
Yeah, as I say, it was a shock for us all, but the impact, I tried to make it not as big as it maybe was taught out to be. It could have impacted us a lot if everyone was talking about it, sticking to it, you know what I mean? I tried to just get them focused on the next game, focus myself, the coaches and that were still there on the next game, because we still had a job to do. We had to win that league no matter what, so I got them to knuckle down, and credit to the players, they did what they had to do. I took it on board, I wanted to do it, you know what I mean? It was good for me. It was a shock that Edwin left, but that's the board's decision and not mine, and they give me a chance and I took it with both hands.
Glad tidings was certainly not on offer in December, as just one match survived the weather. It was a special day for Matt Brown. The journeyman striker scored a 16-minute hat-trick against Heather St John's and added a fourth to his collection just before the half-hour mark. Brian and Love and Errol Douglas completed the scoresheet. The hectic weather conditions cut United's lead to just 1 point as Bromsgrove emerged as Coventry's toughest title rivals. Griff slipped behind Lichfield and Leicester Road. After an extended Christmas break, the start of a new era at United was set to begin. Hills FM Matchday was ready to broadcast live commentary of United fixtures for the first time. But Mother Nature wasn't going to let us get off scot-free. The intended start date of Saturday the 9th of January had to be moved back due to the postponement of United's home tie against Racing Club Warwick. United's first game of the new year was a goal fest at the King George V Stadium. A 5-1 win against Pershore Town was the perfect way to start 2016. 5 different scorers put everyone on notice that United were far from a one-man team. On Tuesday, the 26th of January 2016, it was the night that Coventry United fans had been waiting for. Hills FM Matchday made its long-awaited debut for the trip to Aviston in the Birmingham Midweek Floodlit Cup. Much like Matchday, the game had been postponed several times, but unfortunately for the travelling support, the wait was not worth it. A A 5-2 defeat dumped the Red Green Army out of the Floodlit Cup, but at least now Edwin and his team could focus on what really mattered, the fight for promotion. Bromsgrove led the Midland League Division 1 for the first time this season, although United have 3 games in hand over their rivals. But it's far from a 2-horse race, with multiple contenders still in with a shot at promotion. You chose the skipper, Chris Cox, as your player of the season. What made him stand out for you during your time in charge?
Coxie didn't have the greatest of starts to the season, but when it matters, the last 11 games, especially under me, he was the driving force of the team. Do you know what I mean? He scoring goals at crucial times, picking everyone up in and around him. So for me, it was an easy choice for me at the end, Chris Cox.
From the disappointments of Sheepy Road to a goal fest at Sphinx Drive, the perfect return to form for Coventry United with a 10-0 victory over local rivals Coventry Copsewood. Midfielder Rich Blythe scored a hat-trick, and there were braces for Josh O'Grady, Kai Williams and Matt Brown, plus a single strike from Muzzy Unduna. A day at the races was next as the Red and Green Army travelled to Racing Club Warwick. In the shadow of Warwick Racecourse, United were certainly GG'd up for this one. Matt Brown was on target once again. The journeyman striker opened the scoring on 15 minutes. Just before the half-hour mark, Josh O'Grady doubled United's lead. Terence Morton got one back, but Chris Cox made sure of the win 6 minutes into the second half.
Strap yourselves in, everybody. We're going into our commentary for the first time on this season review DVD. And believe me, we could not start with a better match. Coventry United versus Hinckley AFC right here at Sphinx Drive. Now I'm going to let the commentary do the talking on this one, but I will say this is a match that fans of both sides will not be forgetting in a hurry.
And Moodin thumps it clear, and Matt Brown is in the perfect position, flicks it on. Can he keep it in? It's on the right hand side now. He's got O'Grady in the centre, finds Josh O'Grady, just a little bit cheaper. Keeper's come out. Josh O'Grady, can he beat the goalkeeper? Still O'Grady, rounds him, shot straight at the goalkeeper. Quite a few players surrounding them, but they are getting away now. And lovely through ball put forward with Seal, and it's a goal. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, the captain Ryan Seal puts Hinckley AFC 1-0 up. And Butler ready to swing this one in with his right boots. It's swung in, and it's headed in, it's 2-0. Sam Agar heads home. Disaster for Coventry United. I know it's been disallowed. The goal's been disallowed. It seems as if it was a push from Agar. As Josh O'Grady is back on set-piece duty for Coventry United with that ever-reliable left boot. 2 rather poor free kicks so far today for O'Grady. Can he redeem himself? Corner's put in towards Briscoe. It's come to Burgess. Whips it back in. And it's in! It's a goal! And it's Burgess with an incredible goal! He's lifted it over the top cross. Coventry United 1. Hinckley AFC 1. Game on at Sphinx Drive. Decent opportunity there for Hinckley. Good save by Allen for the shot. And Hinckley still with an opportunity. Long way side for Williams! Oh, what a goal! What a goal! And Williams may have just won this game for AFC Hinckley. An absolute thunderbolt into the top corner. Absolute beauty. And the coaching staff, players and manager of Hinckley are celebrating with the fans who are absolutely jubilant. A stunning strike from Sean Williams from outside the area into the top corner. David Allen couldn't get anywhere near it. Doesn't matter whether you've got David De Gea in goal. You do not stop shots like that. And the score with 5 minutes remaining here at Sphinx Drive is Coventry United 1. Hinckley AFC 2. Desperate times for Coventry United. Can they get something out of this game? Joshua O'Grady picks up the ball, looking to cross it in. Still O'Grady into the area. Brought down. Penalty! Penalty, Coventry United. Joshua O'Grady brought down. And Cross is forced to stand on his line. Blythe versus Cross. Who will win the penalty? Blythe shoots. Saved! Penalty saved by Tom Cross. As Pierre Moudin is ready to take the throw in, finds O'Grady just outside the area. On the right side, O'Grady whips in the cross towards Briscoe. And it's just it! Goal! It's in! It's a goal! Coventry United equalise! That's for the corner! Coventry United do it! No! Offside! Offside given! Offside is given against Coventry United. It's just not meant to be. Is this the final attack for Coventry United? Whipped in by O'Grady. Header near post. Blocked. This time! This time! Spine saving is the goal this time! Coventry United have done it! Last minute corner and they have done it! No offside this time! No offside this time! Coventry United grab a late equaliser and Alan Pearson can that point be?
Wow, a truly heart-stopping moment right there between Coventry United and Hinckley AFC. But now we go on to a heart-torn-out moment. United's next trip was one to Cadbury Athletic and to the Triplex Sports Association ground. Although United took the lead, it was not the sweet taste of chocolate they'd be tasting at the final whistle, but the sour taste of defeat.
Glasgow picks up the ball after it was headed away by the Cadbury defence. United try and do something with this ball. Coleman lofts it forward towards Briscoe. Good chance here. Blythe tries to cut the goalkeeper off his line. It's eventually come to Joshua O'Grady on the right hand side of the penalty area. Trying to find his way into the box. Still going O'Grady. Still trying to trick his way past the defender and eventually has a go. And it's well blocked by, I believe it was Allen, who managed to block the ball in front of the goalkeeper as United look to build something from the throw. Moudin plays a 1-2 with Blythe, finds his way into the area, finds Joshua O'Grady in the penalty box. Still O'Grady has a goal, and that's 1-0. Coventry United grabbed the initiative and grabbed the first goal. Joshua O'Grady puts Coventry United in front at the Triplex Sports Association ground. Cadbury Athletic 0, Coventry United 1. Joshua O'Grady. Great bit of skill there by O'Grady to work his way past a couple of defenders and score from close range, firing across the goalkeeper Fraser Arbor. 1-0 Coventry United. Now, I'm trying to stay away from chocolate-related jokes as much as I can, all right? But I've heard a careless whisper that there's going to be a substitution. I've also heard that the lads are going to be going in for their Terry's chocolate oranges at half-time. Oh, you know what? I'm going to start one on my head. That's awful. That's awful. As O'Grady tries to cross it in. It's a corner, Coventry United. The cross blocked by Scott Colstock. Back to serious business now. No chocolate jokes. See what I've started now. Apparently it's going to be a curly-whirly corner. What have I done? What have I done? There's a chance here for Cadbury as Barnes races towards goal and Barnes equalises! O'Dane Barnes puts it past Rich Morris and it's 1-1. The defence caught napping there. And O'Dane Barnes, one-on-one with Morris, a low drive into the net. And Barnes pandering to the home crowd. And the scoreline at the Triplex Sports Association ground. Cadbury Athletic 1, Coventry United 1. A chance here. Cadbury could well have a second here. And it's in! It is 2-0! 2-1, I should say. Dean Lee finds the far bottom corner. And again, the United defence just didn't pick up the run. What is going on? And Rich Morris, rightly so, very annoyed with his United defence. Dean Lee ran up the ball on the left-hand side of the area, worked his way into the box, and drilled it into the far bottom corner. Scoreline has been completely turned on its head. Cadbury Athletic 2, Coventry United 1. They've only been beaten once all season. So Edwin's boys really do need to pull their finger out and try and get this lead back.
Just the second defeat of the season for Coventry United. But there was a case of deja vu at the next game at Sphinx Drive, with a return leg with Racing Club Warwick. And once again, it was a 3-1 victory for the Red and Green Army.
And the Salvan free kick hit Joshua Gray straight in the back for the United attacker. Oh, there's a pair for the goalkeeper there. And O'Gray's got the ball. And as the goalkeeper's still going, O'Grady again free to the net. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. What's on earth happened there? Matt Archer completely miskicked his clearance. O'Grady picked up the ball, worked his way past the goalkeeper. He had a couple of defenders in front of him, which may have put him off a little bit, but the shot at an open goal smacks off the crossbar. Here's him doing it into the area, and Chris Cox with a shooting opportunity. And Coventry United grabbed the initiative and grabbed the first goal. Salvan United 0, Coventry United 1, and leading by example it is Chris Cox. Chris Cox there pulling Coventry United in front, finding the area on the left corner of the box, and a low drive across goal. Matt Archer could do nothing about that one. So Grady prepares to swing this one towards goal with that devilish left foot, and here's a cracking effort, and he's found the net. Brilliant strike from Joshua O'Grady over the wall into the bottom corner. An absolute beauty from the left foot of Mr. Set Piece himself, Joshua O'Grady. Salvan United 0, Coventry United 2. What a free kick from O'Grady. Certainly making up for that earlier error where he missed an open goal, but what a response from the United man. And here's Briscoe again with the ball, finds Matt Brown. He's got two defenders in front of him. He's still got Briscoe there, and here is Ross Briscoe. And he's had a goal, and he's lifting it over the goalkeeper. That is beautiful, and as you can tell by the reaction from Coventry United, that is 3-0 to the visitors. A very cheeky way to end this game as a contest. To substitute Ross Briscoe, just chipping the ball over the out-rushing Matt Archer. Friend goes straight to the head of Blythe, moved him, and now it's O'Grady. He's got Brown in the centre, finds Matt Brown, and surely got to be forward, and it is as cool as you like. Matt Brown seals the deal with a fabulous fourth goal. Low cross from Josh O'Grady, a well-taken strike, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and Matt Brown puts the icing on the Coventry United cake. Salvan United 0, Coventry United 4.
At the end of February, Coventry are number 1 once again, just ahead of Bromsgrove and Nuneaton, who are back up to 3rd, with Lichfield and Leicester Road starting to fall behind.
Saturday the 12th of March had the potential to be a game-changing date in the battle for promotion. Midland League Division 1's top two sides in Coventry United and Bromsgrove Sporting would meet at the Victoria Ground. United held the advantage coming into this match, but a disappointing display led to a 4-2 defeat at the hands of Sporting. The title race was well and truly back on.
Collins with the ball again, finds Walker into the centre through Hewitt, and a quick challenge there from Musa, and the ball is free, and Briscoe tries to find the loose ball, and eventually back to the goalkeeper who boots it forward towards the head of Collins. Collins nods it on, an opportunity here for Bromsgrove, and it's going home by Sean Brown, 1-on-1 with Richmond. Bromsgrove Sporting 1, Coventry United 0, and Brown comes straight over to the Coventry United faithful with his finger by his hand. And Coventry United are behind in this crucial fixture. capture at the Victoria ground. Long ball forward. Brain managed to poke it away from the defence. One-on-one with Rich Morris. He volleyed it past the goalkeeper. No chance for Morris. Bromsgrove Sporting 1, Coventry United 0. Rather arrogant celebrations from Bromsgrove, but they're leading in this huge encounter, so who could blame them? And eventually the ball has come to Briscoe, but a brilliant slide tackle dispossesses the United front man. Wilcox plays a long ball forward, tries to find Brain, and Brain will get there under pressure from Prinzel. He's got the ball into the area, shooting opportunity, squares it, brilliant chance for Collins, and it's 2-0! And Bromsgrove Sporting have taken this game by the scruff of the neck. We're not even 15 minutes in, and Bromsgrove lead by 2-0. Connor Collins receiving a low cross from Sean Brain and stroking it into the bottom corner with his left foot. And that is Bromsgrove Sporting 2, Coventry United 0. It's all falling apart at the Victoria ground. Coleman heads it forward from the throw-in. Cox plays it towards Briscoe, headed away by the Bromsgrove defence. And here's Hewitt. And tries to find Collins. And Collins is one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. He's forced towards the right-hand side. Puts it into the area. Slid away by Coleman. But it's been blocked by Valance. And it's still an opportunity here for Bromsgrove. And the shot from Tibbett is blocked and falls into the hands of Rich Morris. But again, nervy times for Coventry United. They can't seem to deal with the attacking pressure of Bromsgrove. Bromsgrove pick up the ball with Hewitt. And Hewitt on the edge of the area. Could have a go here. It's still Hewitt. Has a goal! Oh, what's a goal! Reece Hewitt! It's 3-0 at the Victoria Club. Complete domination from the home side. A thunderous strike. Rich Morris is unmoved. And is this game over before it's even started? Less than 20 minutes gone. And already it's Bromsgrove Sporting 3, Coventry United 0. The boys have got a mountain to climb now. And we're about 5 minutes away from added time. As Brain looks around the goalkeeper, he's got past him. He's got past Marsh. Squares it. Surely fire! Oh my goodness me! Somehow, some way, Bromsgrove have not scored. Well, Brain got past the outrushing Rich Morris. Morris came out to try and cover off the attack from Brain. He got past the goalkeeper and with the defence in front of him decided to cross it onto the edge of the area, and in came Jack Wilson, who had an open goal. Morris wasn't back on his line yet, but he's booted it over. He must have thought he was playing rugby. Right in the corner, it's been taken quickly by O'Grady. Here's Nduna. He's got O'Grady in support as well as Ben Valance. Trying to do it all himself and plays it to Valance. Eventually Valance puts it in towards Blythe, and the goalkeeper couldn't deal with that one. And Briscoe finds the net! Ross Briscoe puts Coventry United on the score sheet. He was falling to the ground, but as he just before he hit the floor, Briscoe was able to poke the ball into the top corner. Chris J flapped at the ball and pushed it straight into the path of Briscoe, who was able to stab it into the top corner just before he fell to the floor. I wouldn't say it's quite game on, but Coventry United are out of the blocks at least. Corner on this right wing. Walker to take it. 4 men in the area, puts it in. It's towards the head of Collins. Let's head back into the area, and here's Wallace. Fires it! Goal! That's it! Game over! 4-1 Bromsgrove, and the left back Roberts has fired Bromsgrove into a 4-1 lead, and I hate to say it, but Bromsgrove have wrapped this game up. A thunderous volley from Aaron Roberts. Bromsgrove Sporting 4, Coventry United 1. And the United boys in sky blue are certainly feeling a little bit blue after that. As some of the United fans choose to pack up and leave early, as Josh O'Grady is brought down in penalty. Josh O'Grady is brought down on the left-hand side of the penalty area. It looked like, to me, it looked like he was outside the area, but the referee has pointed to the spot. But remember, Coventry United have not at all been clinical with penalties this season. Chris J in the lime green goalkeeper shirt, the Bromsgrove keeper, will stand on his line as the United skipper Chris Cox looks to add a second goal for United after what's been a disappointing fixture. Cox shoots and slides it into the net. He puts it into the bottom corner. No celebrations from the United skipper. It doesn't really mean a lot in terms of the match, but it does add a little bit more respect to the scoreline for Coventry United. 4-2 looks a lot better than 4-1. It was a clean penalty from Cox. Struck it low and calmly into the bottom left-hand corner. Jay couldn't get close to it. He did go the right way, but it went underneath him. A game of head tennis here in the midfield, but Coventry United come away with possession. O'Grady finds Peixoto in the centre, goes to find Unduna. That's a lovely chip pass. Unduna has the ball, and it's it. Oh, it's just wide. I thought I was going in for a second. Good shot from Unduna on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Just drifts wide at the far post. Score remains Coventry United 0, Studley 0. And Knight on the right-hand side, crossing in, head towards goal. That's just hit the crossbar. The header from Gary Joins hit the crossbar, and Studley have eventually lost possession. It's gone out for a throw to Coventry United. Bullet header there from Gary Joins at the near post, smacked across the crossbar. The Studley free kick to be taken by Gary Turner into the area. Musa able to clear it, and Blake trying to get onto the loose ball. Just picked up by the Studley man, but Peixoto dispossesses him. He's got Blake in support, still going. Peixoto could have a go somewhere. Jigs away past the defender. What a save there by Brendan Bunn, diving down to his right side and tipping the ball around the post. Brilliant and shot there by Marino Peixoto, but an even better save from Brandon Bunn. Duna puts it in towards the near post. Hutchcock tries to head towards goal, couldn't make contact with the ball, and the referee blows the half-time whistle. It's put back onto the right-hand side towards Knight. Oh, he dodges the challenge of Valance. It's playing towards goal. Brilliant save by Allen. It was poked towards goal from Dave Edwards, but at point-blank range, Allen able to push the ball away from the net. Brilliant shot stopping from the United number one. And Cox on the ball, coming into the area. Cox has a go. Oh, what a goal! Brilliant strike. Chris Cox on the right side of the penalty area. Thunderous strike into the far bottom corner. We've had to wait for it, but it was well worth waiting for. Coventry United 1, Studley 0. Take that, Bromsgrove!
United! United's shaky march continued with a trip to Heath Hayes. Needing a win to steady the ship, Coventry took the lead just 3 minutes in thanks to left-back Ben Valance. But just when all seemed to be pointing towards a successful away trip, the Hayes completed the quick turnaround. 2 goals in 3 minutes from Ryan Burns and Joe Hartshorn condemned United to a second defeat in 3 league games.
The Coppers Colliery Ground proved to be the final resting place of an extraordinary managerial reign. Edwin Greaves was relieved of his duties on Saturday the 27th of March 2016, with Terry Anderson taking over as first-team manager on an interim basis, a move that completely shocked the foundations of the club, with fans and players left flabbergasted. We caught up with Edwin just a few days after this announcement in an exclusive interview on Hills FM's Sports Lounge.
We are live on 98.6 Hills FM. This is Sports Lounge, bringing sport back to the people. I'm very glad to be joined right now on the phone by the former manager of Coventry United Football Club, Mr. Edwin Greaves. Edwin, thanks for joining us today.
No problems. Good morning, Neil.
Firstly, how are you bearing up after the, quite frankly, shocking news on Sunday that you were sacked as manager of Coventry United?
Yeah, I've had a difficult few days, as you can imagine. But I'm starting to get my head around things, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better about things at this moment in time.
Well, it must have been quite a surprise on your part. I mean, was it something that you were expecting, given the recent downturn in results?
Something I was expecting. No, it wasn't something I was expecting. The recent downturn in results. Well, I think somebody put on Facebook the other day that we've won 3 and lost 3 out of our last 6 games. We've won our 3 home games, we've lost 3 away games. For me, the disappointing result was Bromsgrove. The first half performance there wasn't ideal. But, I always think we can turn these things around. Got a good set of lads with me.
But at the end of the day, I mean, United are coming into this league. It's their first year in Division 1. So really, the amount of defeats and draws that United have had, I mean, sure, that's not a bad result, really, is it?
Well, I don't think so. I still think that me and the coaches and the lads, we were all united. And, from our personal point of view, we still thought we were on track to do what I was set out to do at the start of the season, which was to get the club promotion.
Well, I wasn't there for the game on Saturday against Heath Hayes. I was quite shocked to hear about the news on Sunday when I was coming home from Berlin. So, how did you find out? Was it straight after the game, or was it on Sunday morning?
No, after the game, I was approached by one of the investors, basically just to explain the substitutions that I made towards the end of the game. Obviously, we lost the game after being in a 1-0 position. A few things were said, obviously, in the heat of the moment after the game. But, me and the lads, we spoke about it in the change room, and everything was, from our personal point of view, we had a few views, but we're just really going to brush ourselves down. We've had defeats before, and just go again on Monday's game. I received a text message on Sunday morning from JK asking me if I had time to talk. I obviously responded yes, and then he phoned me up with the news basically that the club really wanted to go in a different direction. I was a little bit upset, or a lot upset really, to be honest, and I couldn't really speak to him. So, he did ask me if I had any questions for him, but I couldn't talk at that moment in time. So.
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Do you think you could have turned things around and earned a third straight promotion? Because really, I mean, we've got, 3 or 4 games in hand, and we're only a couple of points at the top of the table, so it really wasn't out of the question.
I'm obviously going to say yes to that, Liam. I think that me and the coaches were working as hard as we possibly could to turn the results around. Me and the players, obviously you're not going to get on with every single player in a squad of about 20 plus players, but I generally feel I had the backing of the majority of the players in the changing room. So yeah, I honestly do think I could have turned things around, but obviously our performances of late haven't been ideal. We haven't been playing the type of football that we were at the start of the season, so obviously a decision was made.
How do you explain the recent, I wouldn't say downturn in results, because I personally don't think the results were that bad in the last couple of weeks, but how do you explain the recent defeats with Coventry United? Was it just a case of close but no cigar, or was there a bad mood in the camp amongst the players, or was it just fatigue?
No, for me, first of all, I've got to say, the mood in the changing room is absolutely brilliant. Okay, that's one thing I've got to say. The downturn in results, you can look at a number of things really. You could look at key players being injured over the last few weeks and not quite ready to return to action. You could look at the fact of your top goal scorer who scored 20 plus goals this season being injured and not allowed to play. You could say that a slight change in formation to get results in certain games maybe have worked sometimes, maybe haven't worked sometimes. There's a number of little things, but there is no unrest in the camp, sort of thing. The players are 100% trying to get Coventry United promoted this season.
And what was the reaction from the players? I mean, they must have been as surprised as anyone.
The reaction I got from the players, I've got to say, was absolutely amazing. How I informed the players was I just dropped all the players a text on the Sunday because I couldn't really at that moment in time speak to anybody. The players, some of them got on the phone straight away, and they just thought it was a wind up. I spoke to those players. I received text messages from other players, and later on, obviously when they gave me a little bit of time and space, they phoned and had a little bit of chat. So I was really chuffed with the response that the players, have given towards me.
Well, you've been in charge of Coventry United since the very start. I mean, you were there since since the current board of United took over the old Coventry Spartans. So you must have been incredibly proud of what you've achieved during your time at Coventry United.
Yeah. Firstly, can I just say I've got to say a thank you to the four guys who gave me the opportunity when Coventry United was formed. They gave me the opportunity to run with it. They've been very supportive to me. They've made sure that the type of players that I wanted to get in, I've identified. They always tried their hardest to get those players into the club for me. But yeah, I'm really proud of what me and the coaches, past and present, have done to get Coventry United in this position at this moment in time. Yes, I'm very proud of what I've been able to achieve.
What's your favourite memory of your time with Coventry United? Because there's a few pretty good moments, of your managerial reign here.
Yeah, I've got to go back to the beginning. Getting promoted away to Austria Rangers. That Austria Rangers, they gave us their ground to play our last game and getting promoted. That was absolutely amazing because we had a backlog of fixtures and we had to rotate the squad and the players and get the results that we needed on each game, and we did, and we got over the line, and that was one of my biggest achievements because I know that people did write us off in the first season. Last season was probably doing the double. I think winning the league with so many games to go and getting a guard of honour with every game. With every game that was left, it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Well, obviously, Edwin, I mean, you're going to be sadly missed at Coventry United. I mean, I can't imagine the club without you. But obviously, the board obviously made their decision to bring in the new manager. Internally, your former assistant, Terry Anderson. What are your views on Terry? Can he take United forward and gain promotion?
Yeah, Terry will steady the ship. He's a football man. He knows his stuff. The lads, the players in the change room need to get behind Terry and finish the job that we've all started this season.
And finally, what is next for you? I mean, do you plan on remaining in football management, or is it back to the day job for yourself?
I've spent 3 years in charge at Coventry United, best part of 3 years, and I've loved every single minute of it. And Coventry United is in my heart. I haven't got a clue at the moment what I intend to do. I met up with Pete last night, and they're going to offer me something in the club which we'll speak at a later date. I don't know if I want to manage anywhere else at this moment in time. I just think I want to just spend some time just going out, watching games of football and just relaxing a little bit and just watching other people do what I've been doing for the last 3 years. I've had a great time at Coventry United. I've loved every single moment. I mean, it's not finished the way that I would have liked, but like I say, the four guys that gave me the job, Graham Wood, he's been a great friend and a help to me going through. All the players that I've played with in the last, managed the last few years, all the coaches that I've worked with them in the last few years, everybody's contributed to where we are now. And the Red and Green Army, they've been absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They've taken me and the club to heart. They've believed in what we've tried to do. We've gone forward. We've been stronger. Every year we've been getting stronger. The numbers have been growing. So I've got some great memories with this club. And I can't say what my next step will be because I really, really don't know. I just hope that Terry and the boys at the end of the season are celebrating getting this club promoted. That's the most important thing. Getting this club promoted The 4 guys, they've decided I couldn't finish the job. So Terry and the other boys now inside the club, they have to do it. And I think they can. I think they can. If they stick together, I think they can.
Well, Edwin, like I say, I'm personally shocked at your departure, but I will say this: no matter what happens with Coventry United in the future, no matter how long United go on, whether they go on for another 5 years, 10 years, or 50 years, always remember, mate, it started with you. You were the guy who got the first 2 promotions, and certainly put us on our way to what will hopefully be a 3rd promotion. So all I can say is, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for coming on to the show today. I know it's been a difficult time for you, and also thank you from myself for the fantastic welcome that you gave me when I came into the club a few months ago. And also the messages that we've received from the fans. They're going to miss you, mate. They're going to really miss you. But from me, Edwin, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Bromsgrove took full advantage of a poor month for Coventry, retaking top spot, with the Neats and Griff also leapfrogging the Red and Green Army. But with 4 games in hand over both Sporting and Griff, all was not lost. How difficult was it for you to switch from being a coach at Coventry United to the first team manager?
At first, because it was only 11 games, it was pretty easy really, because I was next to Edwin all the time, all season and everything. So it was easy enough to transition with the players. It was good because I was still a coach there. But now going into next season and the hunting down of players, making sure players are all right, keeping them at the club, trying to get players to our club that are better. It's harder, yeah. It's a change from being a coach anyway, but I'm loving it at the minute. So
Terry's been great as a manager. To be fair, he's kept doing everything that he was doing as the assistant manager. It's just he's got the additional responsibilities of of obviously picking the team and the things that come with that. He's changed the formation a bit to a 5. Well, depends on how you want to look at it, 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. Obviously it's worked. You conceded, I think it was 4 goals in the last 11 games. We got record number of clean sheets. We didn't concede in the last 6 games of the season. So a couple of little tactical tweaks like that have really made the difference in the run-in. Pre-season wise, I expect him to be making the players work hard. Edwin did the same, but I can imagine Terry not letting anybody off with it. Really going to go for it. We've got a big task next season to try and come top of that league with some big teams, Alvechurch, Sporting Kelsar. Yeah, he knows the challenge ahead, and he knows how hard it's going to be and what he's got to do to get there.
The increasing number of match postponements meant Coventry United's schedule in the last month of the season would become all the more hectic. The lads would be expected to play on Saturdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It was a big moment for Terry Anderson at the start of the month. His first match in management came on the same night that the Neats and Griff paid a visit to Sphinx Drive. Given the bad blood between these two sides, we were expecting a very fiery outcome. And we got an extraordinary match, with United once again coming out on top.
The sun may be setting, but it's time for Coventry United to rise like Grandma's souffle. It's one of the biggest games of the Midland League Division 1 season. It's Coventry United versus the Neat and Griff. These two local rivals are going to battle it out this evening. Coxed it on. It's Joshua O'Grady on the outside of the area! And Joshua O'Grady opens the scoring in superb style! The new era starts in the best possible fashion! And it's Mr. Reliable Joshua O'Grady who scores the first goal of the Terry Anderson era at Coventry United. Beautiful strike, turn and shoot into the bottom corner. That's why he's the top scorer. That's why he's the player of the season. He's back, and he's back with a vengeance. Just 2 minutes in, and Coventry United are already up by 1-0. Blythe plays a quick 1-2 with Valance. Lovely bit of skill there by Blythe. There we go. Long range, and the goalkeeper just manages to palm it away. I don't think he got I don't think he knew he was, the ball was coming towards him until the very last minute. He must have thought it was coming wide, but it was a last-ditch save by George Woodward. The Willie Knibbs Memorial Stand is absolutely packed tonight. Fans are not exactly used to Thursday night football, neither am I, but you know what, we're enjoying it so far. Valance heads it forward towards O'Grady. O'Grady chests it. Oh, a lovely bit of skill there to get away from the defender, but it's Ruff who boots it clear. And up to here for Nuneaton Griff. It's Norton on the right hand side. Norton has a go, and it's 1-1. Rich Morris managed to get a hand to it. The Nuneaton fans have only just realised that it did hit the back of the net. I wasn't too certain for a while, but Nuneaton Griff are level thanks to an absolute thunderbolt from Alex Norton. Coventry United 1, Nuneaton Griff 1. We're all square. Nuneaton Griff look to take the lead in this game for the first time. Danny Harris looking to swing one into the area. Head towards goal, and it's put in! It's taken a touch on Dave Barnett right in front of goal, and the Nuneaton Griff take the lead. Wrong-footed Rich Morris, and Barnett was there right in front of the goal to put it to the right side of Rich Morris. And Griff race forward. Opportunity here for the Nuneaton Griff. Could seal it here, and it's squared. Surely it's got to be. Oh my goodness, it's missed it! He's missed it! What on earth happened there? It was an open goal for Alex Norton. He worked his way past Rich Morris. It was an open goal with only one United man on the line, and somehow the United defender got his toe to it. And opportunity here for the Nuneaton Griff with Luke Shorthouse. Appeals of offside by the United faithful. Shorthouse puts it in. It's surely got to be 3-1 now in front of goal, and once again Griff have wasted the opportunity. Alex Norton could have got his feet out right on the 6-yard box line. That's another absolute sitter that they've missed. Valance. United look to build from the back once again. Long ball towards the right hand side. He's got Prinzel in support. Headed on. Opportunity for a volley here from O'Grady. Smacks the defender in the face. And it's a corner. O'Grady appealing for handball. Referee Tom Reeves says no. Just two-man back with Nduna and Valance staying in the defensive zone. Put it by O'Grady. Into a goal. There it is. It's 2-2. And what Coventry United have only got to do it again. Rob Prinzel with a bullet header into the far bottom corner. This promotion race ain't over yet. Coventry United 2, Nuneaton Griff 2. And those wasted chances for Nuneaton Griff have certainly come back to bite them on the bottom. You can see it coming. Late corners, Coventry United, goals, they all come hand in hand. Referee blows his whistle. Swung in by Ruff. Towards the far post. Head towards goal. It's smacked against the crossbar. And once again, the Nuneaton Griff come agonisingly close. Byron Vance there trying to cover off this cross. Put into the area. Prinzel controls and can play this one out of danger now. He's got to watch himself on the left-hand side. He's got Barnett for company. Long ball to the right-hand side. Can O'Grady keep it in? Yes, he can. Under pressure from Astley. Options in the centre, still going O'Grady, brought down, referee says, penalty! Penalty in the last minute! What in the Norwich? Even more late drama! Can someone hand me my heart pills? I'm going to faint! Come on, United! The pendulum has swung so many times in this Division 1 title fight. Is it about to swing once again? Chris Cox to step up. If he buries this one, United take the 3 points with their third goal. Their last penalty during the 4-2 defeat at Bromsgrove, Cox took and Cox scored. It's the captain Chris Cox leading by example one-on-one with George Woodward from 12 yards. Some reason ensures that everything is in order. He blows the whistle. Cox steps up and scores! Turnaround complete! And the Coventry United faithful go mad! The pendulum swings in United's favour once again! Coventry United 3, Nuneaton Griff 2! Bromsgrove Sporting, we're coming for you! I don't believe it! You would not believe it! 10 minutes ago, Coventry United were dead in the water. All hope was lost. But 2 strikes of the ball later, and the red and green army are going wild, and with good reason. It's time for Bromsgrove to look over their shoulders once more. Coventry United, under their new manager, Terry Anderson, have pulled off the most improbable comeback. And it's time to Tom Rees, when will he blow the whistle? United just trying to keep the ball in their possession. That's exactly what they're doing with Matt Brown on the right-hand side. Surely they can't go for a fourth here. Still Matt Brown, brought down from behind by Anton Astley. And he's booted the ball away now. This is bedlam at the end. Coventry United won't mind though. It's wasting time for Anton Astley. A second bookable offence to add insult to injury for Nuneaton Griff. But there is the final whistle. And Coventry United begin their new era in the best possible fashion. The Scouse Superman, Terry Anderson, has turned things around, and very unpleasant scenes after the final whistle. The players are actually fighting amongst themselves. There's punches being thrown. After what has been an extraordinary match, this is not the way to end the night. This is exactly what happened during the home game. These two sides do not like each other, and the Nuneaton's frustrations have completely boiled over after the final whistle.
Well, Terry, first game, first win.
Yeah, big win, massive. Don't like all the kick-offs at the end and that, but the win's most important for us there, and go on to the next one.
Well, you certainly showed your heart on your sleeve today. Obviously, a lot of passion shown during your first game as manager. You must have been very nervous coming into this game.
Yeah, a little bit nervous, but I knew the quality the lads had. All the 16 I picked today. Gonna have to use all of them all season. We've got 20 lads there, so I know they've got the quality, and I know we can do what we've got to do week in, week out.
What was said during your first team talk?
That's between me and the lads. That's for me and the lads. We just got to show grit, determination. We've been on a little bit of a bad run, but now we've just got a massive win, and we've got to build on it now. We've got 10 more cup finals left, and that was the first of 11. Let's go on to the next one.
What was going through your head when, firstly, when Rob Prinzel grabbed the second goal, and also when Josh went down for the penalty to give Chris the opportunity to grab the winner?
Well, when Rob scores, it's elation, really. I think we stuck at it. We were in the game. We defended resolutely. Getting the equaliser was brilliant for us. But I felt throughout the game we had chances in us. And with Josh on the pitch, he's so tricky. He gets the penalty. It's a clear penalty. And, yeah, we'd take it.
Of course, the scenes after the final whistle weren't exactly what we wanted to see. What did you see from where you were?
I didn't see much. I was shaking the hands of the Nuneaton substitutes, lads who came off, staff, and I just heard it all kick off down the other end. I've gone over to try and get our lads away, as you should do, and I don't really know what happened, but it's not great scenes for the end of any game at any level of football. You don't want to see that, so I'm not really interested in it. I hope it all gets sorted out and it never happens again when on my watch anyway.
Well, they say the second game is usually actually harder than the first game, much like they say in the Premier League, second season is always the hardest. So what are your thoughts going into the game against Pelsall?
As I say, just build on that one. That was the biggest one for me, to get that out the way, and that's one. We'll go on to the next one, then the next one, then the next one. We build on every game, so Pelsall Villa is just as big as Nuneaton Griff for me now. So that's where we go with it.
Wow, what a match, and a match that would have serious consequences for the end of the season in terms of the table. The crowd roar towards the end of the match cannot be ignored. United received a £40 fine for the actions of their fans and players at the end of the season, but bizarrely there were no sanctions against Nuneaton Griff. But enough about that. Let's go straight back to the football, and the next visitors right here at Sphinx Drive were of a much different calibre, as Pelsall Villa paid a trip to Coventry. And wow, what a game for me to miss. As I was in Blackpool, the one game of the season that I did actually miss, United ran riot with an 11-0 victory here at Sphinx Drive. A second successive 5-0 away victory followed a couple of days later as United travelled to Stafford. And it was a special night for Josh O'Grady, who scored his 30th league goal of the season, swiftly followed by his 31st. There were also goals for Blake, Unduna and Unlove.
O'Grady. Unduna nearly got there. Cocked his lofted ball towards Blake. Blake couldn't get there first. Here's O'Grady. Volley opportunity. Oh, what a save! Brilliant effort there from Josh O'Grady. Guarini able to palm it away. Josh O'Grady looking for goal number 30 of this league season. O'Grady put in by Glasgow towards the far post, waiting as Chris Cox pushed away with the goalkeeper. Matt Brown could get there first. Blake has just turned away in the nick of time. He doesn't have the ball again outside the area. Musa on the left hand side finds Josh O'Grady. Hodgson in the centre, still going. O'Grady has a goal. Yes! Goal number 30 for Josh O'Grady in the Midland League Division 1. A landmark goal for the tricky winger. Beautiful curled strike into the bottom corner. What a moment for Josh O'Grady. He's been the player of the season so far. And the scoring is opened on 19 minutes here at Evans Park. Stafford Town 0, Coventry United 1. And it's Mr. Reliable Josh O'Grady with goal number 30 of a prolific league season. Mooning cuts out the pass and Brown will pick up the pieces on the halfway line. Ball through for Blake. 1-1 for the goalkeeper. He's got O'Grady who's now still going. Just Blake. Could have got the near post. Oh, the crossbar. How didn't he score? Just Blake with an absolute gilt-edge opportunity. He seemed harder to miss, and he did. Literally about 3 yards out. He's leant back too much. He struck the crossbar. Disappointing for the veteran striker. But United still 1-0 up. Guarini in goal, making sure that all angles are covered. But will it be enough to keep the ball out of the net as Rob Prinzel prepares to strike? Hit by Prinzel, curls in towards the right-hand side. Give Musa heads it in. The second goal was coming. And Coventry United have gained some breathing space. Terry Anderson made the right decision to tell Prinzel to take the free kick, and in these southern conditions at Evans Park, that was a sunshine moment for Coventry United. No, it's always good to have a laugh with the boys at Coventry United. A good chance there by Give Musa. A chance there for Josh O'Grady. Ross got to the loose ball. Goalkeeper saves. Josh O'Grady could throw it past the goalkeeper. Past the goalkeeper could straight down. Josh Blake. O'Grady puts it in himself. Dale Reedy slipped as Josh O'Grady worked the ball around him. He saw what happened in the knee. And he's curled it into an empty net despite the best efforts of Joel Mills, who gets a yellow card for his troubles. And that is surely game, set and match now. Stafford Town 0, Coventry United 3. It's a double for Josh O'Grady. Swung in towards the far post, towards the head of Brian and Love. And Love gets there! It's been in the back. But it all counts. Brian and Love didn't know too much about it, but it's ended up in the back of the net. Stafford Town 0, Coventry United 4. Too easy for the visitors. Far too easy.
In fact, where are you going?
Indeed, a stride into the centre. Glasgow now finds Wendell Moyo, who's filled in at left back. Kai Williams back to Moyo. He's got Unduna in front of him. Finds Unduna. Flicked on. Kai Williams. He's got Blake in the centre. Williams crosses. And it's tapped home into an empty net by Joshua Blake, the veteran striker. With the easiest of finishes, he celebrates like he's just won the World Cup. And it's another 5-0 scoreline. A strong performance and another goal to add to the tally of Josh Blake, so prolific at the start of the season. He went for a little barren spell at the turn of the year, but the simplest of finishes.
At one point, Coventry United had a 5-game advantage over league rivals Bromsgrove Sporting. But of course, as we know, you have to make those games count, and that is exactly what the Red Green Army did. And the turnaround was completed as United travelled to Lichfield. A very bizarre equaliser from Kai Williams, plus a second goal from the young winger, enabled United to retake first position, a place from which they would not be moved.
Grady with this free kick, prime position on the right-hand side of the penalty area, perfect crossing position. Blake making a nuisance of himself in front of the goalkeeper. He's got Musa, Cox, Prinzel and Blythe all ready to strike. It's put in by O'Grady. And it's held up by Blake. He's just tipped over by Conor McCarthy. Brilliant effort from the veteran striker. And Macari had to be on his toes there to keep that one out, just tipped over the crossbar. But what a delivery there from Josh O'Grady. Opportunity here for Lichfield. Racing into the air as the number 6 midfielder. And it's right towards goal, and it's put in! And Lichfield City have grabbed the goal! Brilliant run from Philip McCurdy, and there was a low drive from Tyrone Smith into the far bottom corner. A shocker for Coventry United. We've got our first goal, but as far as United are concerned, it's in the wrong net. The first time they've conceded since the 3-2 victory at Griff, and the referees are allowed to play on. The Griff players are still confounded here. Williams has surely got it! An extraordinary series of events! The referee allowed Coventry United to start with all the Lichfield players in their own half. O'Grady and Williams racing towards goal. The Lichfield players didn't know what was happening, and they played a 1-2 past the goalkeeper, and Williams has just put it past him. And the Lichfield players are absolutely disgusted, but it's all within the laws of the game. Coventry United are level. Kai Williams with the goal. He's made an instant impact after coming off, but what a bizarre goal! Well, I've got to say, in all my years of following football, I've never seen a goal like that. Oh my God! But you know what? Oh my God! But they all count. And the United fans playing a little bit of fun there at the Lichfield number 10, Gary Birch's reaction of "Oh my God" to a refereeing decision comes back to haunt him. But really, Lichfield have only got themselves to blame. Lichfield scored with Tyrone Smith, and they were too busy celebrating. All of their players were inside their own half. The referee giving United the right to start the game completely within the laws of the game. If all the players are inside their own half, you can start the match. Referee gave United that right. Lichfield didn't know that the play had been started. O'Grady and Williams racing towards goal. Quick pass from O'Grady to Williams, who just strolled it into the net. And United have the free kick on the right side of the penalty area, around 5 yards away from the line. The referee making sure that the Lichfield wall is the appropriate distance. No vanishing spray here. Moodin prepares to take it. He's got set pieces in the absence of Josh O'Grady. Puts it in towards Prinzel. It's back to Prinzel. It's Chris Cox now. Williams. Play! 2-1! I believe Williams got a final touch on it. Coventry United have won the strike from Brown. Seem to take a touch on Kyle Williams. And Coventry United have turned it around. As things stand, Coventry United are going top of Midland League Division 1. Top of the league! We are top of the league! Fantastic save. Williams has won the ball back again. Blythe. Through ball to Moodham. Brilliant ball. Moodham. Brown's in the centre. Small. Moodham. He's kept it in. Squared it. Matt Brown. And he's... it's nearly in. Matt Brown didn't get a clean contact here, but Robinson's back pass to McCarthy nearly caught him out. Very close to going over the line there. Calamitous defending. But what a fantastic bit of work there from Kai Williams and Pierre Moodham. Sensational display.
What was your high point of the season? I mean, surely the Griff game's got to be up there.
Yeah, that was the one. That gave us the platform to go on and win the rest of the games. I believe, in hindsight, we probably should have lost it with the chances that they created, but the lads stuck in and they put the bodies on the line, and we won the game, and that's it. That's all you'll see in the paper. 3-2 to us, and that gave us the platform to go on and win the rest of the games. I believe that 100%.
Favourite moment is probably got to be the Griff game. The ending to that. Didn't think anything would top the Hinckley finish when we drew 2-2. But the Griff game was just incredible. The importance of it. It was Terry's first game. we knew we had to win, and even a draw would have been horrible. But to win in the fashion that we won, to go 2-1 down, Ben Vallance to clear one off the line to stop it going 3-1, which in my mind would have just killed the game off. Rob to score the equaliser with the header, and then Josh to go and win the penalty, Coxey to score the penalty. It really was incredible, and it was at that moment that you kind of felt this season is ours to lose now. You know, that was just unbelievable. There's been a lot of good moments, a lot of great moments, but for me that's a particular highlight. Worst moment was probably just the Bromsgrove game as a whole. No, it was horrible because there was so much build up to the game. There were so many people watching, so much attention through local media, online as well for the people that weren't there. And to have it taken away from us so early, to go 3-0 down after about 20 minutes was just horrible. We lost kind of hope, we lost faith, we didn't perform. After the game, the atmosphere in the dressing room, and it was absolutely devastating blow. And luckily we recovered from it, and fair play to Bromsgrove for doing what they did that day.
For me as a manager, I didn't really have a low point. I think we won 11 out of 11 and they were all great. So for me personally, I didn't have a low point. As a manager, as a coach, it was probably our dip in form. We just had a little bit of dip in form, and it put a lot of pressure on everyone in and around the club, players, staff, and that was probably the lowest point. But the season was class. I think everybody who was there from start to finish, including Edwin, massive part of the club, he took us to where we had to be, and I just finished it off. So it was class. Yeah, I loved every minute of the season.
The Triplex Sports Association ground has not been a happy hunting ground for Coventry United in the last couple of years. But for the first time, the Red and Green Army took 3 points from the old ground by beating Pilkington Triple X. 2 stars of the season, Josh O'Grady and Chris Cox, ensuring United kept Terry Anderson's 100% winning record intact.
Nice kick towards the centre. O'Grady got a little dig in the back there from McCalla, and Coventry United have a free kick 10 yards outside the area. In fact, it's more like 5 yards actually, and this is prime Josh O'Grady territory. There's a decent position on the slightly to the right side of the area. Perfect area to whip it in to the far top corner. He's done it before, he can do it again. So remember that sensational free kick scored against Savin. Could this be another one? Yes, it is! Low and hard into the bottom corner. Josh O'Grady. That's why he's on set pieces. And Coventry United take an early lead at the Triplex Sports Association ground. Pilkington Triple X 0, Coventry United 1. Around 2 minutes of normal time remaining, about 2 or 3 minutes of injury time. The throw is launched into the area. Kenny couldn't quite get his head on it. The opportunity for Fletcher to strike, and caught by Rich Morris. He has my eyes closed for that one. He saw it coming. The coach is flicked on by O'Grady, and a lofted ball by Blythe. It's headed on with the defender, but Cox can strike it! Into the bottom corner! Defensive calamity from Pilkington. Keith Draper contributing to the Pilks downfall, and the skipper Chris Cox was on hand to pick up the spoils. Pilkington Triple X 0, Coventry United 2, leading by example. Chris Cox with the second goal. The referee is actually calling over Callum Burgess. And a red card. It's a red card for Callum Burgess. You must live over the road, ref. I believe he sent him off for dissent, but Coventry United are now down to 10 men. Burgess was booked, and he's obviously had some words with his teammates, and the referee has overheard, and Burgess has been sent off. And it was a straight red as well. It wasn't a second bookable offence, it was a straight red.
The British weather just couldn't make its mind up in April, and United were treated to absolutely atrocious conditions on multiple occasions. Thankfully, we've got a very sturdy pitch here at Sphinx Drive, so the meeting between Coventry United and Heath Hayes was able to continue.
Blythe, lofted ball, and O'Grady makes the run. Goalkeeper backtracks towards his line. O'Grady, the pressure from the defender. He's got Williams on the edge of the area. Puts it in towards Williams. He's in front of goal. The first touch brought the ball away from him, and the effort at goal over the crossbar for about 3 yards out. I think the first touch certainly played its part in the downfall of that move. Score remains Coventry United 0, Heath Hayes 0, as O'Grady puts in the corner and heads towards goal, and it's in! It looked like he was going over it. In fact, Rob Prinzle's put it in. It took a touch of the Heath Hayes defender. It looked like it took a touch of Andrew Davis. Prinzle approached towards goal, it nicked off the Heath Hayes man. It looked like he was heading over the crossbar, but it's dipped into the net, and Coventry United had their first goal. Prinzle heads towards the halfway line. Cox, 2 headers, tries to find Williams. It's come back to Cox. Another 2 headers by Cox. Blythe puts it down for Josh O'Grady, under pressure from Yates and Russell. So O'Grady into the air. It's Kyle Williams. Surely got to be 2. Certainly was beautiful from Kyle Williams, certainly rubbing it in. Rather arrogant celebrations towards Alex Scott, and the Heath Hayes defender taking exception to it. Williams rubbing it in. It was a good strike there, got on it. I mean, we don't condone showboating, but it was a cracking goal. Great ball into the area. Through ball from Josh O'Grady. Williams one-on-one with the goalkeeper, plays it into the bottom corner. Phillips to take it. 1-2 with Dunkley. And Coxon sets the pass to Scragg. He plays it towards Williams, cut out by Chris Horton. Coleman's clearance blocked by Scragg. And it does come to Glasgow. Switches it to the right-hand side. O'Grady should get there first and does. Nods it on. And Pierre Moonim races onto the loose ball. Under pressure from Steve Yates. He's still going Moonim towards the area. And he has a goal. And kept out there from Mark Wings. I tell you what, we've been knocking his efforts at goal, but that was a decent try. So that's where he's been storing them. Scragg with the ball in the centre circle. Lofted pass towards the right-hand side. Finds James Russell. Musa comes across to try and block him and blocks the cross. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Rich Blythe. Phillips. Down line to Dunkley. Good challenge from Glasgow. And Prinzle finishes the job and hoots it out for a throw. And, well, Harry Bonds decides not to control that one. You can go get the ball now. And in fact, there's been a dispute here. Seems there's been a little bit of a dispute involving Glasgow. And I believe it's Dimitri Dunkley. I didn't quite see it. I'll see, but he's taking the mick out of Harry. So it has its advantages, but also has its drawbacks. It's a red card! Red card for Dimitri Dunkley. It appears that he's struck Thomas Glasgow in the face. And a cheeky wave by Thomas Glasgow as the second midfielder makes his way off the pitch. A great racing towards goal, and he was tugged from behind, and it's finished. He's already on a yellow card. He's up as well. That's another red card. As Josh O'Grady ran towards goal, the winger was pulled from behind by Harry Phillips, and as we know, he was already booked. The referee has booked Phillips for a second time, and that's another red card. 2 red cards in a match. Got to be a record. 2 red cards in a minute. Where have you seen that before? It's got to be a record. Glasgow plays a downline, finds O'Grady, and a free ball. Kyle Williams onside, and another great save from Mark Wiggins. Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be hard picking a man of the match from this one. Rich Blythe in the centre, striding towards goal. He's got Brown in front of him, still going Blythe. Brilliant run, shooting opportunity. Lays it off. Matt Brown turns, trying to get past one last man, O'Grady, and once again Wiggins gets there.
Coventry United could seal the Midland League Division 1 title with victory here at Sphinx Drive over Bowhall. That's if Bromsgrove would slip up. Unfortunately, Bromsgrove refused to back down. But on St George's Day, the Red and Green Dragon of Coventry United slayed Bowhall with a comfortable victory.
Puts it in, and Blake heads it towards goal. It's blocked. It's still Blake though, nicks it away from Brooks, who took too much time dealing with it. Now Moodim, waiting for Blake. Finds some space on the right. Low cross, Josh Blake at the near post. It's surely got to be. It's fell across the ball. Out struck towards goal. And it's Thomas Glasgow with the half volley. Coventry United take the lead. 10 minutes before half time. Great work from Moodim and Blake. It seems as if the danger was cleared, but the Blake's cross was blocked. But it came to the outside of the area, and it was struck low and hard by Thomas Glasgow, and Coventry United have a 1-0 lead at Sphinx Drive over Bowhall. O'Grady tries to play it back to Moodim. Moodim's got the ball. Still Moodim. Challenge from back proves to be nothing. It's put into the area. O'Grady trying to trick his way past the defence. Tries to do too much, but it's come to Cox. Lomo jumper! Oh, you beauty! What a strike from Chris Cox on the volley! Pick that one out! Well, that's why he's been named the Player of the Month. Coventry United double their advantage just before half-time. Chris Cox has been so influential during the second half of this season, and that's why. Crucial goals at crucial times, and goals in style as well. Coventry United 2, Bowhall Swifts 0, and what a way to make it 2. One of the goals of the season from Chris Cox. Minshaw in space on the right side of the penalty area. Opportunity for Bowhall to get back into this one. And Obi! Oh, he's just put it wide. What an effort there. The bicycle kick from Joseph Obi. It looked like, for all the world, it was going in, but it just edged away from the goal. A little bit too much spin on it, but a great effort there from the number 9.
Saturday the 30th of April 2016. This was a day that will live long in the memory of Coventry United, as they finally lifted the Midland League Division 1 title. The title race was brought to an end as United wrapped up a 3-0 victory at Studley, and Bromsgrove failed to beat Cadbury. The win sparked jubilant celebrations from both fans and players alike. An extraordinary moment for an extraordinary club. We take you now to the highlight of a 3-0 win over Studley, a very special day for Coventry United.
Forward to Musa, he's got on the edge of the area, lays it off. Glasgow, he's forced backwards, but a free kick is given to Coventry United. The foul on Gift Musa by Joe Knight. O'Grady takes a quick free kick and it's in! Goalkeeper's quite ready for that one! Josh O'Grady with a perfect pin into the net! Melted over! Touching up the far post, the goalkeeper was at his near post. I don't think he was expecting it. He asked the referee whether we could take it quickly. The referee said yes, and Coventry United take the lead. Knight to take it, punched clear by on the line, but a volley attempt is just wide from Danny Stokes. As Mark was on the floor, Stokes tried his luck and was very close to equalising. And the referee brings the first half proceedings to an end. They're nearly there. Another 45 minutes and Coventry United will be crowned champions of the Midland League Division 1. So at half-time, Coventry United leads Studley by 1-0 and Bromsgrove are losing by 2-0 at Cadbury. So whatever happens here at the Beehive, United are going to be champions as things stand. And Prinzel, long ball on the left-hand side where Grady's got space, squares in. Just break 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper! Let's stay down! And Just Blake makes it 2-0! It's only a matter of time now! Coventry United have done what they need to do! We are united! The players celebrate with their teammates because the second goal has been scored, and no matter what Bromsgrove do now, whether they come back from being 2-0 down at Cadbury, it thinks it's all going to be in vain. They're nearly there. Studley 0, Coventry United 2, and the man who was so crucial at the start of the season, veteran striker Josh Blake, ended the season. That's how he started it. Cox chests it into the area, has a goal! Well, that just touched the exclamation point on it. Chris Cox with a thunderous low strike at the near post. Studley 0, Coventry United 3. And if that doesn't seal it, I don't know what will. An absolute beauty from Chris Cox.
Champions!
Here's Kitty and Biko.
Champions!
Under pressure from Cox. Cox does well to win the ball back. Now Prinzel.
Champions!
Puts the ball through for O'Grady. And Love's in space. Picks up Prinzel instead. Now Matt Brown. In towards the area. On the right hand side of the box is Josh O'Grady. Crossing opportunity. Blythe. And goes short. It's got to be. It's blocked. Blocked on the line by Oren Penley. Referee obviously enjoying this match, doesn't want to blow the final whistle. Checks the watch again. After 9 long months, 37 matches, 3,330 minutes of football, 32 wins, 1 draw, and just 4 defeats. A managerial change, postponements galore, atrocious weather conditions, and everything in between. Coventry United have achieved what no one thought likely. Back at the start of the season, they've come into this league not knowing what to expect, but after one of the toughest and tightest title fights in recent years, the Red and Green Army can celebrate a 3rd successive promotion in just their 3rd year of existence. Crack open the champagne, sell off the party poppers. We're having a promotion party tonight. It's time to celebrate. It's Coventry United, the champions of Midland League Division 1. At one point, they were 8 points behind Bromsgrove with a few games in hand. But what those players have achieved this season is something that not many people would have expected back in August. Who would have thought it? When Coventry Spartans became Coventry United 3 years ago, who would have thought that the club would achieve 3 back-to-back promotions in their first 3 years? Absolutely sensational. Terry Anson and his men deserve this moment. The fans deserve this moment. As Chris Cox, the skipper, lifts the Midland League Division 1 title. Ladies and gentlemen, your Midland League Division 1 champions, Coventry United. The Premier Division calls, but that can wait until August. Tonight, we celebrate an astonishing team, an extraordinary fan base, and a wonderful club who have achieved so much in such a short space of time. And we're not done yet. There's still another 90 minutes of football before the lads can jog on into the summer sun and relax after a gruelling season. One more game to see the season out, hopefully in style, as Coventry United host Littleton on Tuesday night. We'll try and get a quick word with Terry Anson before he goes off. But as is done here on Hillsborough Match Day on a historic afternoon in Studley, they've been the best, and they've certainly deserved this historic moment. Coventry United, champions for the 3rd season in a row. The triple crown for Coventry. Well, Terry, after an amazing campaign, you've done it. 37 games, and you're the champions of Midland League Division 1. How'd you feel?
Oh, buzzing, mate. Absolutely buzzing for everyone involved in the club, all the players, all the staff. It's a great moment. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's worked so hard to get here, and they're up next year, and let's go from there. And I've got to say a big thank you to Edwin Greaves as well. He's a massive part of what we've done. So thank you, Edwin, at the same time.
Coming in and replacing a man like Edwin Greaves, who was seen as family to many in Coventry United, you've come in, you've not been defeated, you haven't drawn, you've conceded just 3 goals. Some managerial reign, eh?
Yeah, it's class, but it's more credit to the lads. Do you know what I mean? I just changed a little bit, tinkered with the formation here and there, and found a plan that was suited us and suited the players, and made us not concede. Basically, it was we conceded a lot of goals and lost a few games, and it put us on the back burner. And when it came in, I just didn't want to concede any goals, because I knew going forward we had the goods to turn up a goal. So it was all credit to the lads. They've done well with the formation and sorted it out, and they've won the league. It's buzzing.
And what about your future? Of course, you're only interim manager to the end of the season, but after a 100% record, surely you've got to be staying for next season, haven't you?
Well, I've had a word with the board, and they've approached me and offered me the job, and I've gladly accepted, and I will be here next year, and hopefully we can do more of this and win the next league.
Well, Terry, of course, congratulations, and thank you so much for some amazing football this season.
Thank you for doing it for all season. Appreciate it, Liam. Thank you.
Well, Chris, must have been quite a moment for you lifting that trophy.
Yeah, couldn't think anything better. Rain stayed off, you know. Boys dug in deep today. Last 90, well, 1-1 on Tuesday, but it's all wrapped up now.
Second half of the season, you've been absolutely fantastic. I mean, not saying that you've not been brilliant all season, but really the last 2 or 3 months or so, you've really picked things up. You've been a credit to this team as well. How does it feel for you, firstly about your personal performance this season, and also how does it feel to be the captain of a championship-winning team?
Yeah, well, start of the season I was messing around with a few knocks and stuff like that, but second half of the season just tried to dig deep, get my fitness back, play for the lads really, the team, the staff, everyone behind it, and it's just great being a part of it, that's all.
You're also looking forward to next season as well, being in the Midland League Premier Division with the likes of Sporting Cowser, Coventry Sphinx. You must be looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it, you know. We'll just enjoy the moment and see what happens next year, see where we go from there.
Wow, an amazing time to be associated with Coventry United Football Club. Of course, congratulations to the players, coaching staff, to Terry Anderson, and of course to the board for an amazing achievement, and what a feeling for the fans as well in Studley. But now, after the title was lifted, it was time to bring the curtain down on another thrilling campaign, and we round things off against Littleton right here at Sphinx Drive a few days later than originally scheduled, with Worsworth played on the 28th of April. But as many fans know, Mother Nature had other ideas.
Cox able to clear it as Evans tried to regain possession, and now it's Muzzy and Duna on the left wing entering Littleton territory. Through ball, it's deflected, it's now come to Kyle Williams, on shooting for a shot here. Kyle Williams is getting the post, and Love was right next to the ball, but he didn't expect it and was unable to turn it in. United still had the ball though, and Duna loses control of the ball in the area, but one never there from Kyle Williams. Brian and Love desperately unlucky not to turn it in, certainly wasn't expecting it. Took a deflection off his foot as it hit the post once again, and Love staggering towards goal with his pass cut out once again by Fishwick, who's been fantastic over the past 5 minutes. A fantastic ball to the right hand side now, opportunity for Gayton to strike at it, finds a goal, and great save with the legs of David Allen. Prince will make sure the throw-in doesn't cause any danger. Glasgow gets it from O'Grady, lofted pass towards Duna, headed on by the winger, just catches out Williams, and Love may try and go for this one, he gets to it first. And Xavier caught out, through ball by Williams, Chris Cox races towards goal, surely got to be 1-0, into the roof of the net. The man who lifted the Midland League Division 1 trophy on Saturday is Allen again. He's got a hunger for success these days. The carnival atmosphere at Sphinx Drive, we've got party pops, we've got party hats, we've got the whole lot on the bench. And they've got a reason to be happy as the man with the orange armband gives United first blood. He doesn't try and get immediately back into the square. Close range effort there from Gayton, right in front of goal. Perfect opportunity to volley it first time, but he fires it over. Great lofted ball there, but I believe it was, Kevin Ingram who fired a long-range pass into the area. It was fired towards the net by Gaten, and unfortunately for him, we're playing football, not rugby. Doing the battles to win the ball back, and does so. The options with Williams, tries to trick his way past, finds Williams. O'Grady flicks it on. Kai Williams could try and curl one, finds Unlove on the right hand side. Brian Unlove, could this be 2-0 for Coventry United? Unlove fires it towards goal! Brilliant! Powerful Alex from Brian Unlove. Instant impact for Coventry United. Less than a minute into the second half, and the Midland League Division 1 champions have given themselves some breathing space. So clinical in front of goal, the highest scorers in the league, and that's why they get a chance. 9 times out of 10 they take it. Ferocious strike from Love at the near post. Brown gets the attempted pass and plays a ball down line, and Williams should get to this one. The goalkeeper's come out. Williams has beaten the goalkeeper. He's at an angle here. He's got 2 men to beat, and it's Kai Williams, and he's missed it. The open goal by Kai Williams. And then the other day, the fans of the 90 would have been furious, but United have already wrapped up this title now, so we won't be too harsh on Kai. After beating the goalkeeper, Whitcomb came out to meet Williams. The winger beat his man. He was forced onto the right hand side of the goal, so the angle was quite tight. There were two men trying to put Williams off on the line, but you'd expect him to at least hit the target. Unfortunately, he didn't. Put it wide at the far post. But United still lead by 2-0, so we can just sit back and laugh at it for now. Xavier keeps it in and fires it down the left wing. Brown controls it but slips, able to trick his way past Lewis Marston though. Great recovery from the journeyman striker. Gets the ball back once again as Duna failed to pick it up. Grady on the right wing. Keeps it in and dodges his way past Xavier. Crossing opportunity, puts it across goal. And it's fired towards goal by Love. And saved once again by the goalkeeper on the line. Twice United denied. First on Love and then O'Grady. And Love's close range effort right in front of goal. Blocks from the line. It came to O'Grady once again at the near post. Who fired towards goal. And Whitcomb able to keep the ball away from the line once again. And Duna finds O'Grady on the edge of the area and dodges a challenge. It was a nasty one from Aaron Xavier. And it's prime Josh O'Grady territory, this. Every blows the whistle. In fact, it's Prinzel who has a go! Move aside, Josh O'Grady! Rob Prinzel fires it past the goalkeeper. We weren't expecting that one. We assumed it was going to be O'Grady stepping up, but to our surprise, Prinzel fired it through the wall. I don't think Whitcomb was expecting it either. He was dumbfounded on his line. Well, Josh, I think you've got some competition next season. So you have to try and play it out of danger. Matt Brown, down line. Pierre Moodim. He's got space on the right. He's got O'Grady and Love in front of him. Dodges the challenge from Ben Judd. Still Moodim. He's still going. Finds Love. Flicked on by Love. Moodim puts in the cross. And Williams! No! Just wide at the near post. In fact, it was just put behind by Aaron Xavier. But what a fantastic run from Pierre Moodim. Glasgow making sure the ball is kept away from the United goal, and the curtain comes down on a thrilling campaign for Coventry United. The hard work is over. The Red and Green Army can rest easy for the next 2 months. A well-earned summer break awaits the players of Coventry United. Everyone has worked so hard this season.
From everyone here at Coventry United Football Club and Hills FM, we thank you for purchasing the promotion DVD of Coventry United's extraordinary exploits of the 2015-16 season. Here's some more amazing action next year in Midland League Premier Division. From everyone at Hills FM and Coventry United, we'll see you in July.
Williams is shooting! McCock strike out! champions of Midland League Division 1.